So hello everyone, welcome to the video. In today's video, we are diving into groundbreaking clinical trials happening right now that could redefine healthcare as we know it in 2025. From revolutionary cancer treatments to cutting-edge gene editing and AI-driven therapies, these trials are paving the way for a healthier tomorrow. These top 10 clinical trials are addressing some of the most pressing medical challenges, offering hope to conditions once thought untreatable. Stick around to see how medicine is evolving before your eyes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated for latest medical innovation. Without further ado, let's start. So here you have the top 10 clinical trials that will change the future of medicine. This particular research was published in Nature Medicine very recently, and we will look at each and every clinical trial one by one. So to start from the top, that is the trial for prion disease. So again, prion disease is a rare, fatal, and incurable brain disorder that affects both humans and animals, and it is caused due to a change in the normal prion protein. Now, Ions Pharmaceutical is working on this particular clinical trial so that the antisense oligonucleotide can help inhibit the production of prion protein in itself, which could have a positive impact on brain damage and other related symptoms. So this is again a breakthrough trial which successful can have a very significant impact in rare diseases. Are you dreaming of a career that saves lives, drives innovation, and shapes the future of healthcare? Step into the world of clinical research, clinical data management, and pharmacovigilance with our advanced certification program. In this course, we provide comprehensive curriculum, expert mentors, and global certification. Master the skills in demand by the world's leading pharmaceutical companies and research organizations. Join thousands of successful graduates who have launched their thriving careers by completing this certification. So, what are you waiting for? Take the first step today and enroll now. Your future in clinical research starts here. Link to the certification given in the description box. The next trial we have is being conducted by the NIH, that is US National Institute of Health, and it is regarding diet. Okay, so this particular trial will focus on participant who will receive three different types of diet for 2 weeks, and this trial will help determine that what kind of nutrition is important. Now there are multiple diet trials that are ongoing around the clock, but this is important because once the trial is conducted by a body like NIH, it would have a significant impact in policy as well as in the healthcare sector. So that is why this trial would be in focus to find out how the randomized clinical trial performed and what are its results. The next trial uh, we have is for cannabidol, and that is conducted by University of Oxford and Jazz Pharmaceutical. So as you know, cannabidol or CBD treatment in people at the risk of psychosis. So people who have the risk of psychosis, can CBD be used for their treatment, and can it have a positive impact on the mental state? So that is an interesting study, and interesting result are going to come out of that study. So again, that clinical trial focus becomes important. Okay, the next trial we have is for sickle cell anemia disease. Okay, now sickle cell disease, as you know, is one of the most rampant diseases, and the treatment for it is very difficult. So Beam Pharmaceutical is conducting Beam 101 trial, where the safety and efficacy of autologous base edited CD34 and HSCs and progenitor stem cells are being used. So this is a stem cell based therapies which are going to focus on sickle cell disease and directly work on a gene based approach or a stem cell based approach, where if we could edit those particular flaws and can reverse the impact of the sickle cell disease. So again, an interesting trial that we are going to see. Next trial we have is regarding heat stress. So the Heidelberg Institute of Global Health and Harvard are teaming up together and focusing on the health of coral reef. Okay, so again, this randomized clinical trial would focus on the households of rural Burkina Faso with and without the coral reefs, and would see how the heat stress determines in the absence and presence of coral reef and whether it is able to regulate the temperature so as to provide a significant impact. Okay, that would be an interesting trial to look out for. Next would be the trial conducted by Novartis. Now, Novartis is going to focus on the minimal treated hormone sensitive prostate cancer. So, again, an oncology trial. This would be a phase 3 trial, and they are using the molecule Pluvetico. And again, the radio ligated targets of PSMA positive cancer cells would be in focus. And if this particular treatment is found to be successful, then it would be a breakthrough in the prostate cancer treatment. Okay, so again, this trials and the results of this trial become very important because it could help a lot of people with prostate cancer. The next trial that is important is the trial that is being conducted by International Agency for Research on Cancer, again an oncology based trial for cervical cancer. Again, it is a multi-language artificial intelligence chatbot decision aid for HPV testing. So people with HPV, the artificial intelligence chatbot would help in determining various questions which could help in the detection of cervical cancer. Again, artificial intelligence chatbot is going to be used in a randomized control clinical trial, and that would have a significant impact in the future of healthcare and medicine. The next trial that we are going to see is from the NYU Langone Health and University of Nairobi. So this is regarding a mental health trial where mobile health toolkit for adolescent and parents are going to be tested. Again, as you know that the mobile health or the device addiction is going to become a major problem in the future, and these researchers are focusing on toolkits which can help the adolescents and their parents also, and whether this particular toolkit can help them uh, reduce the screen time and whether they can help in the quality of life of this adolescent subjects. So that is again one of the interesting clinical trial results that we are going to be focusing on. The next study we have is which is going to be conducted by European Union. Again, it is an oncology based trial where they will study the polygenic risk score combined with other risk factor such as family history and breast density. So whether there is any linkage between family history and the breast density, and this particular approach will focus on the precision cancer screening. Okay, and would they have early detection of the breast cancer? Again, if found significant result, then this particular precision cancer screening can help a lot of people detect early breast cancer and probably cure the people with the risk of breast cancer. So that is again one of the interesting trial that we have to see. The next study is again from Heidelberg Institute of Global Health, and it is regarding malnutrition. So the height for age score for children in Kenya and Burkina Faso who have received intervention and not. So intervention based for the children in Kenya and Burkina Faso would be tested, and there would be some home gardening with nutrition and health counseling would be provided so that they can test whether these particular treatment can have their impact on the malnutrition and whether these particular approaches can help in the children having a better nutrition. So that is again one of the interesting study that we are going to look at. Next would be the study from Stanford University where they are working on autism, where they will come up with an educational game to recognize and understand the part of emotion. Okay, so the game is called Guess What, and this particular Guess What game would be used to treat in a randomized clinical trial with the people affected with autism, and whether this game would be helpful in recognizing emotion. Again, one of the interesting approach to go about autism. As you know, autism is a genetic disorder, and whether we can have some quality of life improvement in children affected with autism. Again, one of the interesting approaches by Stanford University, and again results of this particular clinical trial would be interesting in the therapy provided to people affected with autism. So these were the top 10 clinical trials that will have a definite significant impact in the future of medicine and healthcare. So thank you for watching this video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that we can bring you some amazing content in 2025. Thank you.